Hey everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of the final round of the Wyoming State Championships in 2021 here at beautiful Little America Golf Course in Cheyenne, Wyoming. It's a great course out there. It's on one of the ball golf courses here in town, so it's very well manicured. Really good open spaces, but some good trees to deal with as well.
Yeah, indeed.
Far different scene than we were dealing with at Pine Bluffs. I'm sure Tyler Liebman
different.
here has been trying to take advantage of that on this lead card and try to push himself farther ahead.
Yeah.
But Justin Cournoyer has been doing his best to try to say, nope, I don't think so, you're not pulling away. And he had a bit of a rough front nine, so we're going to see if he can turn it around in this back half.
Yep, hopefully he can get something going here. Jacob Roley is sitting at 12 down, one ahead of Justin.
He had an alright first half of this round as well.
Wasn't able to get anything really going, but didn't hurt himself too bad either. Calvin's been making a little bit of a move.
Yeah, the three of them are right in the mix right now.
Calvin's sitting just 2 back of Jacob, so everybody's still fairly close.
Yeah, those
but
three
Tyler's
are
pulled
fighting
away a little bit.
Hole 10 here is a little bit of a different hole than what we usually play. Normally we play up toward those 3 pine trees right there, but Troy, the TD for this year, really wanted to give it a little bit more challenge to these other holes. And so this one really tempts this lake.
Yeah, you're definitely bringing that pond into play if you really want to attack this basket.
Jacob went a little bit deep. I'm not sure how good of a look he's going to have at the basket from there.
It's a long enough throw. I half expected some of them to possibly lay up just along that left side and then pitch up for their par.
That's definitely the safer play, but I think those guys are far enough back from Tyler that they know they got to push.
And all these guys have the arm for it.
Really giving that a good run.
Yeah.
He might be a little bit blocked off by that tree for his next
shot.
shot.
I think that tree is going to be right in his way. Justin's definitely got the arm to go for this one, so you know he's hoping to get it close.
And it's still raining just a little bit, but it's mostly cleared up by now.
Oh, and he got a little bit of play off of that path.
Yeah.
That's going to kick him a little more left than he'd like.
Calvin's open here, just a little bit of a awkward footing. Justin's relatively open here. It's not too bad of a lie.
No, he seems to have lined himself up with the opening in the trees there. Just a little bit too low on that one, but that was a good line. Hit the pole.
Jacob's a little pinched off here, but this is for his birdie. And
just couldn't quite get that.
Both of those guys just didn't quite have the right angle there.
Tyler just tossed it under the tree. He had nothing. Calvin actually kind of put himself in a tricky spot there.
Just 1 or 2 branches to deal with, and he got right by him, no problems. I think par is going to be really common for this hole.
Yeah.
There are those who are going to run it like these guys did and end up caught with some trees. And there's a lot of people who are going to play it safe.
Yeah, it's so close to that water that even trying to get it close with those trees in the way, it's hard to give yourself a real look at it.
That's 4 pars and on to the next hole. A bomber.
Yeah, this is a fun one. Another big downhill shot. Plays 634 feet, but it's all downhill, so it's actually a lot less.
There's also the fact that there's a green all the way at the bottom down by the trees there that's OB.
Yeah.
And it's kind of in the prime landing spot. Like, this has OB potential. No, it doesn't. That has
just
park
skipped
potential.
Right off of that green.
That's a sick shot.
Yeah, that's very impressive. He was really close to hitting that flagpole, though. Like
Come back
Calvin
off those
came
trees.
over the top. Yep, he came over the top a little too much.
He kicked out to the middle of the fairway though, so he'll be able to, should be able to get up and down.
Yeah, no real
from there.
harm done. It is a par 4, so now he just needs to get up and down and save a birdie.
Ty letting that rip.
Yeah, it looks like he's just laying it up though.
Short of the green.
Because I know he's got the
safer
power
play.
to get over that green, but
It's definitely the safer shot to put it there and give yourself a good look at the basket.
yeah,
It looks like Justin's doing the same.
yeah. And those, like you said, it's a smart play. They both set themselves up in a pretty good spot. Should be a pretty easy birdie
Jacob
to get.
just smashed it.
Yeah, Jacob just smashed it. That's huge.
Ooh, looks like a slip by Calvin. Doesn't matter too much. That still worked out pretty well.
Yeah, that's maybe a little short and a little right of where he wanted, but not horrible shape. I know Tyler would have liked to have gotten a little more than that. I think he's still outside of Jacob's
I
drive.
think that grass gripped him more than he thought it would.
Yeah.
Ooh! And the pine straw didn't grip.
Yeah, Justin let that go a little too long.
None of them have gotten up to Jacob's drive.
Right, he's still not the furthest one out.
It was a good birdie attempt
And
from Calvin there.
Tyler was outside Jacob's drive a little bit. Oh. Yeah, this is a huge advantage. They've all already, well, a couple of them have already missed their birdie putts, and he's putting for eagle here.
Oh!
Oh, man.
It's almost like he wanted it just a bit too much.
Yeah, he did. He was just making sure he didn't leave it low, and that's what happens.
Well, because the last two eagle opportunities he had on this round,
And they were
he left
low.
low.
Yeah. He didn't want to do that again, and it showed.
That was a good textbook birdie from Justin. He played this hole really smart and easy.
Yeah.
These guys, they had a little bit harder putts. Tyler had the straddle, and Calvin had that up from the knee putt.
Right.
Still kept themselves in range for that par.
Yeah, they just didn't quite get themselves in position for the bird. Jacob cleaning up the birdie as
he
if
looks
it's
so
a par.
sad about it.
Yeah.
I would be too. That was a really good shot.
With that eagle look, a birdie is kind of depressing.
And that keeps Jacob just one ahead of Justin. And Tyler's still looking pretty good there.
Yeah.
We got another bomber. I'm actually going to stop saying that because this whole back nine is a lot of really long holes.
Yes, it is. Big arm is definitely a benefit on this back nine especially. And this one is a really tough hole for a lefty because it's got to bend right to left and it's 530 feet, so you really want to get some on it.
It is a par 4 though, so it's similar to the last hole where you can play short of the green and then go up from there.
Right, but a lot of these guys know if they want to catch Tyler, they got to be going for those eagles because he doesn't give a whole lot up.
Oh, that caught some branch.
Yeah,
that's going to be a tough spot.
He's going to be in a tough spot for saving his 3 even.
That needs to flip up.
Yeah, that looked a little early.
I can't tell if that fought through or not. It looked like it tried to.
Yeah, I'm not sure how far that got through there. I think he's probably in a similar spot to Jacob.
That's looking good.
If it's got enough distance on it.
Fight back a little bit and get past everything. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on. Oh.
You almost just hole-in-one the golf hole.
Yeah. That's a shorter putt than that golf ball had. And I know Tyler's got the arm for this.
Oh, you know, a few players did say that rock right at the tee pad kind of got in their head with the follow-through.
Oh, yeah.
And so that might be why the 3 of those guys, all 3 of them kind of ended up sawing that one off.
Right, they didn't want to trip themselves on the rock. That would make sense. That was a nice approach from Calvin there.
It gives him maybe a 10-footer for his par save, so that's...
Well, actually, it's a bogey because he went OB on the green.
It's a par 4.
Oh, you're right. It is a par 4. You're right. So that is for his par still.
That was a good shot.
That's an amazing shot. Skipped that just perfect. It's like Justin's kind of looking at doing something similar on the other side.
Yeah. Getting that low line and getting that flare.
Oh, and flared under those branches just right.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, these guys all left
Ty's
themselves
looking at a
in
similar
kind of
shot
a tough
too.
spot.
Being tucked off to the left over there is actually a really tough spot to be. That needs to stop.
Yeah, that skipped a little too far.
Pretty steep hill back behind there.
Yeah. Well, and even without that, just getting back through all those branches can be tricky.
And that was a good scramble from Calvin.
Yeah, that was a great save.
This is going to be kind of a tricky putt.
Yeah, he got back there enough that those branches are really in his way.
Oh!
Oh, that's too bad.
Trying to stay underneath those branches kept them just a bit too low.
Yeah.
And that gives Jacob and Justin a chance to close a stroke on Tyler.
Yeah, they definitely are able to pick one up here, no problem now. They need quite a few of them though, so they need to keep that momentum going. Definitely not out of it yet though.
So that's two really good birdies, good saves from both of them being stuck in those trees over there.
That gets Justin back to even for the round.
Yes, it does. He's had some fight that he's had to go through to get back down to even, but he's been definitely fighting.
Indeed. Here we are at the longest hole on the course, 1,065 feet. So your main goal is just to try and get yourself around a look around the corner up there.
Yep, shot one. Get through past that first little window in the trees right where he's going through right now. He looks to be a little bit far right than he wants to be.
But he'll be out in the open.
You're open.
Yeah, he'll have a look around the corner, and that's important. You don't want to be pinched off where you have to throw a big high turning shot. Especially
for Jake being a lefty, too.
Yeah.
That's looking pretty good so far. And it punched a little bit left of where...
Yeah, that finished a little more left than you really want it to be.
You have to tempt the right side trees so much in order to get the landing zone you want. See, and it's short, but it's going to be good.
Yeah, he'll be all right there.
No, I saw a lot of people playing up to the other tee pad.
Yeah.
Just playing that for their second shot.
So far, the only one that really has a look at trying to go for the green is Jacob, though.
Mm-hmm.
You really have to have a look around that corner if you want to go for the basket.
Full commitment from Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler having to really get fancy with that shot.
Looks like the catch cam couldn't quite catch it, though. Big bomb around the corner.
Yeah, and that'll put him in perfect position for his approach shot.
Can really attack it from there.
You can kind of see where the green is there from where those people were.
I actually got to witness the one eagle on this hole on my card.
Really?
Huge. About from where Calvin just landed, too.
Wow. That's pretty cool. So nice
shout out to Mac Lugo for that one. I want to say that.
Heck yeah.
And this is so much better than I thought it was. It penetrated deeper than I thought. So
he's actually got a chance to go for this green, and he's really giving it a shot. Oh, he hit a tree on the left-hand side.
He hit a tree there, but he's not on the ball golf green, so he's safe and can approach there for at least a birdie.
Right. He's still in a pretty good spot to approach for the birdie, too.
This is Tyler's third shot. Oh my god. That was awesome. I cut through everything.
Right through those trees and right at the basket.
There's just air there.
Right, just air.
That needs to flip up a bit. That'll do it.
Will do just fine. I thought he got stopped short.
The fact that it was so low kind of helped it skip underneath all that stuff.
Right, let it slide a bit. Oh, and see, just air there. There's
Actually,
no trees.
I guess those pine trees there at the end aren't as dense. You know, they
Right.
are more open air.
Jacob was a little more pinched off than we thought, but
Ooh,
and that branch
yeah.
just stopped him.
After 2 amazing shots.
Yeah, definitely a longer birdie look than I thought he'd have. You know, that was a disappointing miss right there.
For a birdie, good putt.
That was very well done.
He's really turned it around on this last
and that'll
nine.
tie him back up with Jacob. Oh,
Good putt.
Calvin, that was a great putt.
Kind of high, kind of scary, but it sat in there.
Hey, in is good.
Yes, sir. Tyler out of position on his drive and putting for a birdie.
Yeah.
That third shot cutting through those trees was extremely fortunate, and that's a great, great hole.
And I would not have thought Jacob would be the only the only par on this hole
The
after
first
seeing
two
that
throws
drive.
were so great. Just that branch clipped him, keeping
Yeah.
him too far away for that putt to be confident enough.
Yep, just kept him too far back.
That's 3 birdies, though.
That's pretty impressive for that hole, 'cause it is tough. That's over 1,000 feet.
You know, in this next hole, hole 14, is actually pretty tough in its position for this tournament. It's tucked off more deeper and right than it usually is, and there is a lot guarding this green.
Yes, there is. It's really hard to get through there.
Now, it is a par 4, though, so the play, I think, is to do exactly what Justin's doing. Play out over here to the opening, and then play down to the basket from there.
Right. It's kind of a guarded shot on that no matter where you end up, so...
This is looking like it's pretty good. Just needs to get past that green or short of it. No, not again.
Yeah, just stayed on the green.
Wherever he went OB, it's not going to be good. If you're tucked up against the green there, it's extremely blocked path to the basket.
Right. I mean, Tyler
He's
tempting
tempting
that right
it.
side,
that
too.
skip gave him the air he needed to get past it.
Yep. Jacob with the lefty throw seems like it'd be really well suited to him.
It seems like this hole would be perfect, but it's a little early on the release.
A bit early.
I think the last couple holes, the last couple shots might still be in his mind, because that's not like him to have 2 off shots in a row like that and to drop OB. No.
Yeah.
Nice
It
controlled
was a
shot
really
from Calvin.
nice shot from where he was. That's a really difficult line, especially since he threw it backhand. Sidearm would have
It looks
turned
like
it
Tyler
in more.
didn't actually clear the green. He just kind of got up on the right side, which is more open. Ish,
yeah. More open is relative, so that works. Jacob's in a really tough spot here. That'll give him a look.
Trying to use that pine straw to get that ground play.
Yeah.
It worked a little bit for him. Justin looking at his 2 here.
Oh, and that branch just stopped him dead.
I mean, there are definite windows and paths to this basket, but it's pretty guarded.
It really is. This is a tough 3 to get just because of how guarded. I mean, you saw where Justin was. It doesn't get much better than that. And this is what he's got for a 3.
Oh, he almost canned it. That's all right. He can still par it out, though. Calvin's looking at basically the same putt.
Yeah, almost the same putt. He's just a little more forward so he can get up off his knees.
Yes.
Oh, and right in there.
That's 2 of them that he hit the green and still saved his par.
Yep. And Jacob, that's a good putt. That's a good save after that.
Still walking. That's a good sign.
Yeah. Justin for his par after that amazing drive.
No!
Oh.
He has had some really bad luck with these baskets today.
Yeah, no
that was a
kidding.
little bit high, a little bit left, but that could have stuck.
That tends to stick. That's pretty rare that it goes like that.
And I can't tell quite what direction the wind is coming from, but that wind also could have pushed it.
That's true.
That's a very unfortunate bogey for Justin. That was a great drive. Didn't deserve that.
And that really brings Calvin into play for that tie with Justin and Jacob going on.
There's still only 2 strokes between the 3 of them.
Yeah, and there's still a few holes to go.
And hole 15 is an interesting one.
Yeah, it really is.
It's again, I think, going to play very well
shot.
to Jacob.
Yeah.
Or a good sidearm. I know a couple of these guys. I know Justin and Tyler have good sidearms. I haven't played with Calvin enough to know his game or his bag.
It's a nice looking shot, though.
That's great. See, and
just hard to beat those trees.
The straight line is extremely blocked.
Yeah. It's like
Tyler's going for a
hoping to
similar
punch
line
there
but
too.
Airing more to the left, which is fine. It's going to keep him a bit more open, but he came up short.
Yeah. Almost wondering if he didn't throw a mid there.
It looked like it. It could have even been a putter.
Right.
Because it says 420 feet, but it absolutely does not play for 420 feet.
No, it's quite a bit downhill, so it plays a lot less than that.
And Justin's actually going to like that. He'll have a little bit of a straddle around that dead tree, but he's pretty open.
Right. Him and Calvin
How
both
big
will
is
be
Jacob
in decent
going?
shape.
Huge.
Just big spike hyzer.
Ooh, it's right, though.
Oh, and he was pushing that fence, but he's still okay.
He might even get his meter.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I know that's not what Tyler wants
had.
to ever do, but that's a smart idea.
You know Jacob's looking to sink this. Oh, just...
Good upshot. It looks
Yeah,
like that
that'll be
tree
all right.
was actually kind of more in his way than it seemed.
Yeah, probably. Justin's having to lean
He's
out
actually
pretty
more
far
impeded
there.
than I thought he was.
Yeah.
Full commitment. He wanted it.
Oh, and Calvin's totally blocked.
Oh! Scuba over the dead branches.
Right. So yeah, it looks like we'll just have everybody cleaning up some threes here, but really that's not too uncommon on this
No.
hole, so I doubt they're losing
I
strokes
feel
to
like
too
the
many.
4 is more common than the 2.
Right.
Just those trees are the bane of many.
Yes, they are.
But that's no strokes on anyone, no damage. All 3s. That's actually respectable for that hole.
Right.
Again, I know these guys. I know all these guys, and they're wanting to birdie it.
Indeed, and they all have the arm to do. I was surprised nobody threw the hyzer that we've seen in previous tournaments at this
Most of the time
course.
when I try the hyzer, it's always short. I'm always in those trees.
Figures.
And if you play more straight at it, you end up fading left, and you're more open.
That makes sense. Ooh, and this is...
That's jail.
That's jail.
And it's actually...
He
might
came
have
out
something.
okay, but...
It's going to be probably a slide or a skip shot.
Yeah,
off
it's
the basket.
still a tough one.
And see, this hyzer, it's so tempting from the tee, but it's really just not there.
It's so huge. You need
It's
so
so-
much power to get up and over
Well, there's
all
there's
that.
like this false V in the trees over there, but if you get back by the basket, there's more trees that you can't see from the tee
Right.
pad. That looks a little better. But see, still caught up in those trees. There's just too much that you can't see from the tee pad.
And this is just such a difficult hole that the up and over is so appealing.
It's tempting.
Yeah, it's so hard to resist.
Pretty sure that's how Joe Revere takes this hole.
Yeah.
That is the
finished
danger.
a little too far left on him, and
That's the danger.
yeah.
I could just roll the other way. It's not even a
I know.
steep curve. You could totally roll back in. It's just such a narrow window.
It is. That initial gap, it's pretty far out there and it's really skinny. It makes it really tough to hit. And that's an amazing recovery shot by Calvin there.
You really can't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah.
Well, there's that, I guess.
Yeah,
But he wasn't in the
he
same
was
spot.
in a better spot
Yeah.
for sure.
Ooh, that looked not like what he wanted.
No, I'm sure he was hoping for a little bit more slide out of that. Jacob for his 3 after going OB.
He gave it a good run.
He did, but put him in a pretty rough spot behind
Yeah.
that tree. Let's hope he's got a look there.
Justin for his par. Good putt.
That's a good save.
A lot of people are going to hate me on this one. I'm pretty sure that this is one of the holes left in the course that I designed. This basket's in a different spot. Again, Troy tried to put some extra teeth into the course for the Wyoming States. No!
Oh, and Jacob's really not going to like that one.
Yeah, no. That actually gives Justin 1 stroke over Jacob with 2 holes left.
Right. Tyler just needs to keep parring out. He should be fine.
And these
barring
the last
anybody
2
on the
holes
other
are
cards.
really simple.
Right, not a lot of danger to him. Just play him smart, and you should be okay.
And actually, that ends up tying Jacob up with Calvin, and 2 strokes for Justin.
Right.
I forgot about the OB. That's a
right.
tough one.
I forgot about that as well. So yeah, hole 17, you just want to basically make sure you're not in the sand traps or on the green.
And this is another one of those ones where if you really want to, you can punch all the way past the green.
You could push for an eagle here for sure.
I'm wondering what Calvin's going to do here.
Yeah, I don't know Calvin's distance, so I don't know if he's got the arm to go for it.
It looks like he erred to the right to kind of stay away from everything.
It's a good call. I know Tyler's got the arm to go for this.
But he doesn't have the need.
Right.
And so it looks like he's not actually going for it.
No, he's playing smart. Trying to lay it up, take his par.
He can still even take the birdie on it.
He could still even get the birdie for sure, but par is the one that he needs
Justin's
to focus
punching because he has to. He knows he has to get this ripped out there.
Yeah, he knows. Oh, and he did rip it out there. He
Pin
knows
high.
that he's got to be fighting with the
It
other
looks like
cards
he's got
as
an open
well.
look.
And Jacob as well. He knows he's got to push for this. Oh man, that was so good.
That
at
was
the line.
great.
So Calvin looks like a sidearm. A sidearm roller.
Was it a roller or was that a misfire? I couldn't tell.
No, I'm pretty sure that was a roller. Catch cam just wasn't in position. You can see that hill was blocking where the roller would go. So
it didn't quite have the outcome that he was wanting, but that was a good up.
Yeah, that'll save his par.
Yep.
Should anyway.
And here's Justin with an open look for eagle.
Yeah, putting
He's
for a
far
2.
out, but he's got a nice open shot here.
That's an easy
think he was
birdie.
laying it
That's
up
a
for the
good
birdie.
play. That's a smart play. Now Jacob's got an inside the circle look for a 2
That
here.
was a great drive. There we
And
go.
in. Boom.
Yes, he's had a lot of eagle looks during this round, but he had that was the first one that he hit this round, and he couldn't have gotten it at a better time.
Right. Oh, and Tyler, let's hope he didn't put himself blocked by that branch on the other side now.
Good cleanup for Calvin.
Yeah.
After 2 misfires to still walk away with the par.
That was a great save. Okay, and Tyler cleans up that par. And that, like I said, is all he really needs to be worried about.
I'm sure he's been
now.
looking at the scores, seeing where Chase Card is at, because I actually know John Booth has been pushing on that chase card at this point
Oh
in time.
yeah, John
And
Booth is always
they're
someone to
at the
watch out
clubhouse.
for.
Like they're
Yeah,
in the
they're
clubhouse
done.
just waiting. And that was awesome eagle. So sick to see that. And puts it within one stroke of Justin going into the last hole.
Yeah. Got that double bogey back just like that.
And Calvin has been playing just clean. You know, it hasn't been a whole lot of big moves during this round, but he's been keeping it clean, keeping that red off his scorecard.
Just taking his opportunities as he gets them. Hasn't left a whole lot of them out there.
Was this set up like the island? No, this was regular.
This was
hole
all the
position.
way to the normal position.
Looked like he got through most of that.
Yeah, he's off to that left side, which as we all know is 50-50 on whether you have a look, but
If that cuts through, that's going to be really good. Got eaten by the Velcro grass.
yeah, a little short, but there are putts there as well.
This is one of those greens where it's heavily guarded, but there's straddles and lines.
Yeah,
and
there's
little
lots
flicks
of
here and there.
windows. So as long as your circle's edge, you usually have a look, but not always.
See, this is a bit higher up on that hill.
Yeah, that
and
makes
that
it a lot
blocks it off
tougher.
bit. The right side's actually not where you don't want to be. And Ty's going more straight at it, which is the approach I like to take at it.
Yeah, that came up a little shorter than I think he was
He
wanting. But
might just be going for his pars, though. He might
Right.
know where everything's at, what the situation is.
okay, as long as he's got an opening there, seems like it'll be alright. It's a nice approach from Calvin. That
Yeah.
was tough. You could see he had to go under a lot of stuff there.
While he's up on a hill. That's touchy. That's a good shot.
Justin's got a look at a 2 here. Oh, not able to get it up high enough through there.
And those trees are just still whipping.
Jacob's got the look through the gap here.
Sometimes I like that. It narrows my aim down a little bit.
Right, makes you kind of aim at a spot in the opening.
No! He's going to have to do it again.
Oh.
Good.
Alright, he
That
was
a good
able to
save.
clean up that par, so no harm done. This is a hole that I think gives more pars and bogeys than it does birdies by far.
Yes, sir. Calvin taps after a great upshot.
Tyler needs this to save his par. That was...
Everyone's
Great
cheering
save.
because they know where everyone's at.
Yeah, they know what that is for Tyler.
That's a star par, huh?
Yeah, that was a nice cleanup there for Justin to make it a star par. So that'll finish it up there. Tyler at 18 under and Justin at 14.
I gotta say, that was a bit of a roller coaster of a
Yeah.
round. There was some ups and downs, left and right. And you see
Yeah.
Tyler walking away only 3 down? Like, that's
That
kinda
shows how
crazy.
difficult that course was set up. John Booth must have made a heck of a move, though.
Yeah, John
He
had a
must have been
great
7
third
down,
round.
because I think he was tied with Calvin going
Yep.
in at 7.
Yes, he was.
So
And
that was a
Shad
heck of
Green
a round.
from here in Wyoming, what, Rock Springs? Rollins? Rock Springs?
Gillette, I think.
Gillette, yeah. It's good to see at least one Wyoming name in the top 4 of the Wyoming
Right,
State
made his
Championships.
move.
So good job, Tyler. Good job, John. Justin. This is one state championship you don't get this year, my friend, but you got a couple others, so it's only
Right.
fair.
And he definitely gave it a run.
He definitely
That
fought for
final
it,
day
man.
was just kind of rough on
You know,
him.
Jacob had a couple really, really good shots. That shot on hole 1, round 2,
Yeah.
was just incredible.
Amazing.
Man. Awesome. We hope to see you guys again. See some really good disc golf in the next season, most likely. I think this will be the last one we do.
Yep. Yep, last one for the year probably. 'Cause just not a whole lot going on this time of year
Well,
around
we'll
here.
see you guys next time, and get out there, get some putting practicing, get some field work done, and we'll see you on lead card next time.